was the car hits us. I don't have a seatbelt on in the back, and my head goes flying forward, and I lose my teeth, I think, on the gear shifter. So that would be the front teeth. And it takes me a while. I'm trying to revive my buddies, and they're out. I don't even know if they're alive. I'd like to be able to say I performed CPR, but I didn't. But what I did do is I got out and I flagged down a car that took me to a local bar where I made a 911 call. The same guy drives me back, and I get out of the car, and I attempt to walk into the ambulance. They said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I think I belong in there." And then the guy sees the blood that's just pulsating and squirting out of my shin. And then when I get in there, it's just throwing spatter, with every heartbeat, out goes the blood. And I knew I was in some trouble when I saw my buddy getting stitched. He had this hideous wound, and I went, "Oh my God." And the nurse said, "Yours is twice that bad." And so it was, where is this? It's 100 and this one, I think. Which one is it? Yeah, it was 100.
Oh, wow.
I think it was 85 or 89 stitches and a big hole right there in the middle. And it looked, my thought was, this is going to ruin
your career.
My career. My mom and dad came in to see me. I had to have my clothes cut off me. It looked pretty dire. My friends came to the hospital, and they were trying to cheer me up by telling me this look with the missing teeth was a good one. And I'm saying, "No, it's not 1970 anymore. This is a setback." And then just pushing ahead, for when I show up, JR took one look at me. He goes, "I like that look." And it worked with the character for sure.
Is it true that when you're in the hospital, one of your primary concerns is mom needs to bring a camera?
Oh, got to take photos and get them in the magazine. You can't duplicate this. I think I've looked worse on a couple of occasions after matches, but not much worse because there's just all kinds of stitches below my lip. I think I had 27 stitches, which would, affect my ability to talk.
Yeah.
Even to this day, I can feel my tongue, a really thick scar inside my mouth. And I just had, abrasions and contusions in several parts. And never mind the fact that I could barely move for 4 or 5 days. I was so sore from that accident. But I didn't miss a match. I made it to tapings 2 weeks later.
Was the lesson from that point forward wear your seatbelt even in the back seat?
It should have been.
Yeah.
It should have been. I mean, you don't really often think. I think I've been leaning forward talking with my buddies when we got hit.
Oh, I see.
So otherwise, I would have hit the chair in front of me. But this way, bam.
Right through.
And I think I did find one of the teeth and put them in my pocket. And later on, that would go on to be an angle. I had an earring made out of it, which is the thing to do.
Of course.
And I lost it. Would later go on to take a couple of the bottom teeth, the Undertaker teeth, and make one of them into an earring for Noel. And there's no middle ground when your dad gives you
a
tooth on an earring.
Normally,
right?
She would give him to the tooth fairy. This is a little role reversal here.
Role reversal, right.
Where does one go to get an earring made into a tooth?
To a jeweler, and you will be met with
a lot of repulsed looks, I'm sure. They're used to working with diamonds or rubies, and now a dude's tooth.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I had my own style. I think I called it. I had the sleaze cowboy look, as a fan in World Class Championship Wrestling called it. So I had the snakeskin boots with the pointy thing on the toe. I had the snakeskin belt buckle with the alligator claw. Snakeskin belt with the alligator claw buckle. I was wearing jeans at that time and I was experimenting with flannels